I'm excited to practice with you. So yeah, let's just see where the flow takes us, right? Anyway, I want you to start in just a comfortable seat, cross-legged seat, and we're just going to close the eyes for a moment and just kind of tune in, relax the breath, and initially not really doing anything but just settling in and allowing the breath to find its natural rhythm, breathing more with your belly, allowing the shoulders to drop down, and kind of just checking what's alive in you in this moment. How is the body feeling? The hips, the spine, the shoulders. And then just checking the breath and allowing that to flow and settle. Checking the chatter in the mind as well. What's in the foreground for you? I'm not really getting involved. And as you've found the pace of the breath that works for you, then just using that pace, you start moving your hands. So as you inhale, your arms move up, and you can gaze up if that's okay for the neck. And as you exhale, taking the whole length of the exhalation to just let the hands come and touch the floor again. So feeling the sides lengthen and the shoulders moving down. As you inhale, feel the sitting bones on the mat. And then as you exhale, still stretching out through the fingers. As you lengthen the hands down towards the ground. So again, don't follow my pace. Go with your own. So a simple movement, but just making sure that it is your breath that dictates the pace that we move with, and that the breath comes first and the movement comes after. So come up on your next inhalation, interlace the hands and then press the palms up and allow the shoulders to move down, and just take a few breaths here, maybe wiggling a few times. It's just kind of like a morning yawn for the body. And then inhale at the center, and as you exhale, lean over to your left and allow the right side of the body to stretch, and then move with the breath as you come up and inhale. And as you exhale, you lean over to the right and let the left side of the body stretch. And again, inhaling to the center, and then exhaling. And one last time, inhaling, and then exhaling to the right. Let the inhalation rise you up, feel the sitting bones down, and a gentle exhalation. So again, still stretching the fingers out on either side, and then interlacing the hands behind the back. Allow the heart to come forward, breathing into the chest. And then as you exhale, the hands come down, the right hand stays behind, and the left hand circles around. Grounding both sitting bones down as you turn and look over the right shoulder. Make sure your breath is still in the abdomen, so breathing in with the navel. Breathe down into the hips. Feel the back side of the body. Let the back side of the body breathe. And then as you look forward, taking that right hand, raising it up again. One exhalation and allowing the right side of the body to lengthen. And then as you come up, the right hand comes under the left, interlocking the elbows and then pressing the palms together. Settle the shoulders down, settle the sitting bones down, and then move with a gentle breath again, inhaling, lifting the elbows, and as you exhale, taking the elbows towards the belly button and rounding the upper back. So again, just make it really mellow and make it yummy so that it feels good. And one last time, letting that back arch a tiny bit. And then hunching the upper back as you exhale. Wow. And then as you come to the center, just slide the elbows open. Take the arms up one more time and then just press the hands away. Draw the fingertips towards you. And then as you exhale, take the hands back again. Interlock the fingers. Reach the heart forward. Breathe into the chest. And then as you exhale, take the hands down. Let the left hand stay and the right hand comes over the left knee. And now twisting the other side. So again, grounding the sitting bones. Lifting the sternum, the heart space. Take your gaze over the left shoulder. Breathe in the navel as you inhale. Ground through the sitting bones as you exhale. And then look forward. Take that left hand, reach it up, and one more side twist. Allowing the left side of the rib cage to arch. And then lift that hand back up, come back up, and then taking left hand under the right. Again, bending the elbows, the palms come together, and a gentle movement here. I mean, you can just stay here as well, but just check in. What feels good, whether the shoulders just want to have a tiny bit of more movement in the shoulder girdle. And again, your breath, your pace. One last time inhaling, and one last time exhaling, hunching forward. And then as you come to the center again, just draw the elbows up and then push the hands away, press the fingers forward, draw the shoulders forward and press the palms up towards the hands, and then roll the shoulders open and inhale here. Go one more time, just feel the shoulders rolling forward. Excellent, and then lifting the chest, beautiful. And then lowering the hands as you come up onto your hands and knees. Taking our cat-cow Vinyasa, so spine movement, inhaling, lifting the chest and the sitting bones up. And then as you exhale, round through the back and press the floor away. Again, your movement, just a few times, inhaling. And exhaling, rounding through the back, draw the navel down. And a few more times. Feel the navel, draw the navel back towards the spine as you exhale and shoulder blades away. And then as you inhale, feel the heart lifting and the chest expanding. Excellent. And then as you come to the center, take the right leg back as you inhale, inhaling it back. And as you exhale again, feel the navel as you draw the knee into the chest. And go 2 more times, inhaling, heart reaches forward, the leg goes back. And as you exhale, draw the knee to the chest. And one last time, inhaling, reaching. Exhaling, knee to chest, nose to knee, round the back. As the right knee goes back, hold, feel the navel center again. Maybe the left hand comes forward. Again, see that your breath is still smooth, the back of the neck is long. And as you exhale, taking the left hand down, walking the hands away and stepping the right leg to the front of the mat and taking the hands on either side. As you inhale, lengthening, so the leg goes as straight as it goes. You stretching the back of the thigh. If you have your blocks still to sit there, you can use the blocks to get a little more lift. And so you again keep moving with the breath. As you inhale, you lengthen through the back of the leg and through the spine, the heart goes forward. And as you exhale, let the left hip drop down. And again. Lovely. And one last time, the back of the leg, the hamstring, the heart reaching forward, and then the foot down. Hands come down, tucking the back knees under, the back toes under, and then go and lift the back knee off and keep reaching the heart forward. And the flow here, the same, back knee comes down as you exhale, and as you inhale, stretch the back heel away, ground the front foot, make the buttock work, make the back of the thigh, the hamstring work, and again with your own breath. Same thing, if you don't get enough lift, just using the blocks. Beautiful. And then lifting the knee up, holding for a moment, and then stepping back to downward facing dog. Again, walk your dog. So meaning taking one heel down, the other heel down, wiggling your tail, grounding the hands down, separating the fingers, pressing the palms, all the knuckles down. Lift the shoulder blades up, up, up towards the hips. Neck is long, and then relaxing the head. Big breath in, big breath out, grounding the heels down. And then taking the knees down. Inhaling, lifting the heart. And then exhaling, taking the buttocks back onto the heels. Looking forward, and then as you inhale, taking the chest onto the mat. Taking the upper body up, but pressing the feet down. And just taking the hands off the mat. Tucking the elbows in, shoulder blades down, press the tops of the feet down, the pubic bone down. Navel works. Still that gentle breath. And then taking the hands down, and then maybe lifting a little bit higher if the back feels okay. So helping with the hands, getting a little bit more curve into the spine. And then exhale, level down. Come up onto your hands and knees. Take one breath in child's pose to lengthen the lower back. And then you're coming back to all fours. Again, heart forward as you inhale. As you exhale, rounding the back. A few times, just a bit of Savasana with both hands down, both knees down. And then last time, drawing the navel back. And then from the center, taking the left leg back, inhaling. And exhaling, drawing the knee in. Inhaling, left leg back. And exhaling, drawing it in. And one last time. And then take the left leg back and hold. Make the lower abdomen work. Keep the hips on even level. Press both hands down. Separate shoulder blades. Heart moves forward, and maybe right hand comes forward. Keeping the breath smooth. Yeah. And then take the right hand down, walk the hands away so that you get your left leg to the front of the mat. Take the hands on either side, use the blocks if you need to. Work with your breath, inhaling, lengthening the back of the left leg. And exhaling, dropping the right hip down. So again, inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, moving down. And one more time, inhaling. And exhaling down. And then tucking the back toes under and going with the flow where you lift the knee, make the buttock work, make the thigh work, press the feet away as you inhale, heart forward, and as you exhale, knee comes down. Remember, you can have blocks under your hands to make this easier. So as you inhale, it's a feeling as if you're trying to stretch the mat apart. Legs are really working hard, and as you exhale, it all relaxes a little bit. And then final one, inhaling, then grounding the hands so that you can step back to downward facing dog. And then finding your alignment in downward facing dog. So you look at your hands and spread the fingers, pressing the palms down, letting the head drop, pushing the top of the thighs back. If you need to, keeping the knees bent. So if the lower back feels a bit hard or needs a little bit more space, then you keep the knees bent and just allow the spine to drop down, the shoulders to move up. And then looking at the front of the mat and just walking the feet forward, bending into the knees and just hanging down here, holding the opposite elbows, dropping down. A generous bend in the knees. Just focus on the spine now. Let the exhale just like whoosh down on either side of the spine, relaxing the muscles. The front of the thighs are working slightly as the knees are bent. And then feel the four corners of the feet really grounded down. Let the hands drop
And then rolling yourself up, so you again press the feet down, hollow the belly. And you come all the way up, rolling the shoulders a few times, grounding through the feet. Take the arms up as you inhale, hold the right wrist, lengthen, and then exhale, leaning over to the left. So again, the side body gets a bit of a stretch, ground both feet, tuck the tailbone. And then as you inhale, come up, lengthen and switch hands, hold the left wrist. Let the left side of the body just lengthen. Inhale, hands up, and then as you exhale, take the hands again, interlock them behind your back. Reach the heart forward, bend in the knees, and as you exhale, lower it down. Let the head drop. Again, knees can be bent if it's okay for the lower back, and just let the knees straighten a bit. Move the palms towards each other so they're not totally separate, or if you need to, there can be a strap. And then take the sitting bones down and inhale into Utkatasana as if you're sitting on a chair, tucking the tailbone under. And then flow from here as you exhale, come forward, let the hands come up above the head, maybe straighten the knees, drop the head. And then as you inhale again, Utkatasana. And come 2 more times, exhaling, coming forward, let the head drop. And then inhaling, back up. And one last time, exhaling. And inhaling. Hold for an exhalation. Hold for another inhalation, belly strong, thigh strong. And then as you exhale, diving down, fingertips down, and then stepping the right leg back. Again, come to that bend in the front knee, stretching that back foot away, and then take the back heel down onto the mat, then take your warrior 2 legs, so front heel cuts half in the step of the back leg, and then float it up as you inhale, and as you exhale, bend in the front knee, knee goes exactly where the middle toe is pointing. Lower the shoulders down, press the right heel down, hold it for a moment. And then come on an exhalation, take hands on the inside, take the back knee, heel up and take the knee down. Walk the left leg a little bit further away and then just drop the hips down here. You can stay here, or if you can, you walk down onto your elbows, or you can use a block under the elbows. So again, we stay a few breaths here, just allowing the hips to drop. Well done. Big exhalation, long, steady, calm. And then we're coming back up, taking hands on either side, taking the back knee up and stepping it back. Coming back to the front of the mat. Again, letting the front of the body just be really relaxed. Tiny bend in the knees or generous bend in the knees. And then take your hands on your shins, and as you inhale, you straighten the legs, you come parallel to the floor, reach the heart forward, inhale here, and then hold the length in the spine as you exhale and fold forward. Again, you can bend the knees here, or if it feels good for the lower back, then coming with straight knees. And come 2 more times, so maximum length in the spine as you inhale. And then all breath goes out, tuck the chin to your chest as you exhale. And one last time, big inhale, long spine, and then keeping that length as you exhale. And then fingertips down, and left leg goes back. Stepping back, take the heel down. Again, warrior 2 legs. Inhale, lifts. You can lengthen, and then come and bend in the front knee, grounding the back heel, dropping the shoulders, finding a smooth breath. Looking past the right middle finger, so keeping that focus. And then your next exhalation. Take the hands on the inside, Take the back heel up, walk the right leg away, and then back knee down. Again, choose to stay here. Just allowing the hips to be heavy and drop down. Or again, if that is in the cards for you today, maybe elbows down, maybe the block. Just noticing the front heel, that front knee, that it doesn't go beyond the front heel. If back knee needs some padding, and you have a blanket or something under your back knee. And then just breathing down into the hips, grounding, softening the shoulders, the face, the jaw. And then coming back up, tucking the back toes under, lifting the back knee and stepping it back forward. And again, just let yourself hang forward, hold the opposite elbows. Again, knees either straight or a tiny bend, but not locking the knees. Check that the head is hanging. And then letting go of the knees, walk the feet a little bit further apart, and then you come down to a squat with your knees pointing, the toes pointing forward, knees in the same direction. We don't stay here for long, so just kind of making a transition. So you're taking the buttocks back down and then lowering yourself down onto the mat, stepping the heels under your knees, and going a few flows where you inhale and lift the hips and lift the hands up and above. And as you exhale, taking the hands back down and lowering the spine back down one vertebra at a time. So again, your pace. Keep the back of the neck long, keep the feet grounded, and keep the breath flowing. Especially crown the big toe side of the foot. Try to push up more with the thighs and less with the buttocks, if that makes sense. Leave the hands down when you come down next time, and then just lifting the hips. You can leave the hands on either side, or you can walk them together. You can walk hands together, interlock the hands under the buttocks, walk the shoulder blades together at the back, and just coming to Setu bridge pose. Again, press and ground through the feet. Tuck the tailbone so you feel the sitting bones moving towards the knees. And then your breastbone moving towards the chin. The chin kind of slightly moves back towards the breastbone so you feel the back of the neck is longer than the front of the neck. Lovely. And then unlock the hands. Round, 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 the spine back down. And then hug the knees to your chest. And then take the left foot down, take the right ankle over the left knee, threading the right hand between the legs, and the left hand comes from outside, and then drawing the left knee in, the right knee away from yourself, right toes out, keep the shoulder blades down on the mat, keep the head down on the mat, and the shoulders relaxed. Well done, just breathe to that. Sending some breath and love to the right buttocks. Maybe the inner thigh, the groin. Steady long exhalation. And then taking the left leg down, and then you keep the right leg how it is, and you start to pivot the left knee down. So you come to the little toe side of the left foot, you take that left knee down so that the right foot comes down on the mat, and then you stretching the right hand on the floor at shoulder height. Relax the right buttock, so it doesn't have to be a dramatic feeling. Different bodies feel it differently, but outer thigh, the ITB band, is where you should be feeling it. If there's nothing there, you can kind of lift that left knee further up, that brings the right foot closer to you. You can hold it down with the left hand, and then just stay and relaxing the muscles around the right hip, the right sitting bone moving down towards the mat. Relax the shoulders, the face. And then gently making your way back up, sliding that right leg over the left as if you're sitting cross-legged and hugging the knees to your chest. Again, pressing both sitting bones down, or your lower back down. Actually, the sacrum stays on the mat as you try to hug the knees to your chest. And then let the hands go, lift the legs up, so draw a few times the toes down and point, toes down and point. And then taking right leg down, left ankle over the right knee, and drawing the right knee in and left knee away from yourself, relaxing the shoulders. Exhaling deeply into the left buttock, hip area. And then take the right leg down, and then pivoting. Same thing, pivoting the right knee down on the mat until the left foot comes down, and then relaxing around the left hip. If nothing's there, moving that right knee a little bit closer to you and moving the left knee away from you. Stretching the left hand out, relaxing the shoulders. Breath in the navel. And again, just relaxing around the left hip, and imagine there's like a weight tied onto the top of the femur bone, drawing the thigh bone down towards the ground. Lifting that right knee up again, sliding the left knee over as if you're sitting cross-legged, and then drawing the knees in, grounding through the sacrum, breathing down into the hips, the groin area. Relax the shoulders, the face, the jaw. And then letting the legs go, drawing the feet up. And then circles with the ankles. And then come hug the knees to the chest. And come for a final twist, so letting the hips drop over. Now both knees dropping over to your left and extending the right hand down. And looking over towards your right hand. If your knees don't come together, take a block between the knees. Try to ground the shoulder down, breathe into the belly. Steady long exhalation. And then draw the knees back to the center. Take the nose between the knees and exhale. And then taking the head back down, and then roll it over to your right hand side, extending the left arm up, grounding through the shoulders. So you can try to have both shoulders down again if need to. Something under the left shoulder, something between the knees. Block a blanket. And big breath in, lower belly, lower abdomen. Exhaling it out. And then coming back. Hugging the knees. Take the hands up, take the legs up, just shake them. And then take a Savasana. A long one, a short one, see what you have time for. Maybe you want to come to Baddha Konasana with the Supta Baddha Konasana with the legs, feet together, maybe something under your back if that feels good, or otherwise just dropping the feet out. Palms up, shoulder blades down, legs letting the body drop, letting the breath find its natural rhythm again, so no need to control. And for a moment, letting go of all the roles that we play, the ideas that we have of who we are, who we should be, who we are not. And just sense in your body the feeling of I am. So there's no noun or adjective or no description or role that follows. So simply I am, the sense of that in your body. Just dropping into that. Notice what arises. Come back to the sense of I am. Stay for longer if it is that kind of a day, or if you have the space for it, the time for it. Otherwise, if you're ready to move to the next thing on your agenda, and to start moving the fingers, take a few deeper breaths. Maybe stretching the hands up above the head and getting a big stretch as you inhale, and then letting it out through the mouth as you relax the body on your exhale. And then knees come to your chest, take one knee and take the other, just hugging the knees in. And then rolling over to your right hand side, just staying there for a moment. Pressing the floor away as you come up. Take a moment to ground yourself again, so the sitting bones move down, the spine lifts, the heart just shine it open. Taking the hands, taking them together in front of your heart, bowing your head to your fingers as our mind bows in front of our hearts. Namaste.